enough for the camera. Go on, wind some more. How you do it? How you do it? How you do it, baby boy? You gonna stop whining now, cause I done cut the camera on you, bud. What, Tyson? Then you gonna turn your back to the camera. Ain't that something? Okay. Tyson. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. Go on, show 'em what you was whining over the shrimp I had. Was you not? Tyson. Okay.
So what we're going to talk about today is why is it important for you to not get any type of felonies, and what it can stop you from being able to do. What some of these famous people don't tell you, to get a passport. I have my passport. I got my passport when I went to Canada. But to get a passport, you pretty much cannot have any type of felony. You can't even owe in back child support. I have a passport. I'm getting ready to probably within the next couple of months get a passport for my two daughters, because one day we want to be able to travel to Japan. And this is the thing, you young ones need to understand, and some of the older people who may not understand. Passport means that I am not a criminal and I am free to go from this country to this country without any problems. Okay? Now, if you notice that some of the stars or some of the musicians or some of the rappers, you notice that they only travel stateside. Those that only travel stateside have been convicted maybe of a felony or something. Now, it's not saying that they can't tour overseas. They might can, but they have to get a special type of a work visa or something. But they can't get issued a passport. Okay? Remember, if you get charged with a felony, bye-bye passport. So all those countries that you want to go and see and everything, you're not going to be able to see because you don't have a passport. Now, some people take cruises or whatever and they go, show their little birth certificate or whatever. No, you're taking a chance. They'll take your documents, but you're taking a chance where you may not can come back into your own home country. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, let me make myself a little more comfortable. The reason why I stress this is because just like when I was a child, I would read a lot of books, and a lot of books would take me anywhere in the world that I wanted to go. If I wanted to go to Africa, if I wanted to go to Spain, Egypt, if I wanted to go to Australia, I could just open a book and read it. Well, that is what a passport is to a lot of people. If you have a passport and you have, you can either get, I think mine is for 10 years. So I got mine issued in 12. So I got 2 more years on it, and probably I'll probably get it redone a couple of months before it's supposed to expire. But I'm going to make sure that my kids, or either I'll probably do theirs around the same time that I do mine. Now, the process of doing a passport, you have to have a picture done at a certain size. And you have to go to certain post offices. You have to do, I think for mine it was $150. If you do express, they charge more money and everything. But mine was $150. I had to go get the money order here. Everything has to be done a certain way. And you have to send your original birth certificate in. Now, what they will do is they will take and you'll get your original birth certificate back. And usually about a couple of days later, your passport follows. Your passport has a little barcode on the bottom of it and everything. And that barcode tells a lot. I'm going to say this because when I was going over the Canadian border, once I was in the airport, I had to go through their customs. And the guy just took my passport and he took it through the barcode reader. Guess what that passport told him? That passport not only told him my name, my address, whatever, had my fingerprints, but it also told him who I work with. And I couldn't understand that first word. And then he asked me a freaking tax question, y'all. I'm like, huh? He asked me a tax question. And I was like, okay, you know what? What we ain't gonna do is do that. But I helped him out, and everything. And he was really nice. He was a nice little border customs guy and everything. And he was U.S. customs, but he lived on the U.S. side, but he worked in the Canadian side of the U.S. customs side. Does that make sense? When you get your passport, I suggest you make sure that you put it up somewhere. You remember where it's at. Always know how to get a copy of your birth certificate. In the line that I work in, I get people writing in telling me, I can't get a copy of my sister's birth certificate. I can't get a copy of, I can't get a copy. You can get a copy. Really, you can get a copy. And you can go online. I ended up getting my birth certificate and my two daughters' birth certificate. So it was 3 different states. And sometimes the local DMV, I know here in Georgia, they'll give you a link and it'll ask you what's your relationship to this person, because the birth certificate is actually public record unless that child was adopted. Okay, so I went, got my birth certificate. Keep those important documents. Even don't walk around with your social security cards too, guys. I'm telling you all of this for a reason. Keep stuff like that in a lockbox, one that can withstand water, fire, whatever. And I'm saying this for my own stuff because actually I'm going to go ahead and get a lockbox and put certain important papers in there and place it somewhere, where only I would know. And then maybe I would let them casually, say, hey, such and such is here, So again, young ones, even old ones, remember that a passport is a ticket to, it's a golden ticket. You can go anywhere in the world. You can go to Bali, you can go to Japan, you can go to Spain, you can go to anywhere in the world with a passport. And versus staying here in the United States because you got a felony and they won't issue you a passport. Now, another thing that they won't do is if you owe any back child support. I'm going to say it again, men, some women too. If you owe any back child support and you want to get a passport so that you can go on to the trips to the Bahamas or wherever you want to go, you're not going to get it. You know why? You got to be current on that child support. My ex-husband works for, at the time he was working for PF Chang's. And sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out. There we go. My ex-husband worked for PF Chang's, and they were going to send him over to Dubai to open up a PF Chang's over there. That's how good he was. And so when the time came for him to get his passport, they told him they couldn't give him one because he owed child support in arrears. The only way that he could go is if I was to sign a form and agree to waive my child's child support. And he didn't ask me to. He just went on and nonchalantly just, okay, I'm just not gonna go, and I understand it was a chance of a lifetime, but what the state of Georgia said is if he goes over there and stays over there for a year or two, we have no jurisdiction to collect for your child, so that is another way of you not being able to get a passport. So I'm going to end this video and I'm going to tell you, if didn't nobody tell you they loved you, bloop, burr. But if didn't nobody tell you they love you, I'm just Nene, and yes, I'm up here getting people bothering me while I'm vlogging. But actually this was a fortune cookie thing, and it said make your home clean enough to be healthy and messy enough to be happy. Isn't that cute? Make your home clean enough to be healthy and messy enough to be happy. Now, again, like I was saying, if didn't nobody tell you if didn't nobody tell you that they love you, I'm just Nene. I'm going to tell you that I love you. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'm trying to do better on my uploads and everything. I was going to do one, but I decided not to do it. And it was showing me, and I have the footage. I may do it in a throwback Thursday down the line, where I was teleworking. I made my lunch, got my tea, and how my day goes. So we're gonna see how that's gonna go, since now I know that I am capable of recording on my laptop, and got the good old camera right here to record also. So here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving a comment. And I'm just Nene. I love you guys. And hey, look for a future live. You never know. Tomorrow's the 2nd of July, and I may just go live for a little bit and just let y'all see me not really do anything. But if you want to hold a conversation, hey, we can hold a conversation. But anyway, I love you guys, and